Hello, welcome to an e-demo on video intelligence on an Illustra Pro camera. Video intelligence on Illustra Pro allows you to take the processing load of your Video Edge MVR by carrying out the analysis of your video streams on the Illustra Pro itself. What we're going to do first of all today is take a look at licensing. Then we're going to configure some analytics rules on the Illustra camera. Then we're going to move over to Video Edge MVR and configure a different camera for metadata. And then we're going to look at how Victor Unified Client can use that metadata for smart search. So let's first of all then look at licensing. I'm just going to go up to Setup here. And then I'm going to choose Applications and License. And you'll see once I open this page there is a field where we can upload a license file, and here I have a license already added. You can also add your license using Illustra Connect if you want to do it that way. If you don't apply a license, you can add up to 3 analytical rules, and these rules can generate alarms on the camera, and they can be assigned to event actions such as recording to FTP or sending an email. The rules will also send alarms back to the Video Edge NVR, but they will not allow for continuous metadata to be sent to your Video Edge. Once you license your camera, you can add up to 20 video intelligence rules, and this enables continuous metadata, which allows you to use smart search on Victor. Okay, so now what I've done is I have selected Analytics from the Events and Actions menu, and I have selected the Video Intelligence tab, and it's in here we can configure our Video Intelligence rules. First of all though, I'm just going to enable Video Intelligence by checking that box. Okay, so now I'm going to choose New Rule, and if I just expand out the Rule Type drop down, you can see there are a number of rules which we can configure on this camera. So we have Object Detection, Abandon Removed, Direction, Linger, Dwell, Enter, Exit, Crowd and Queue. Let's go ahead then and we'll do an object detection rule, and I'm just going to first of all then give my rule a name. What I can also do here is I can select one of the actions which I've configured on my camera to be triggered on the rule. I'm just going to leave that as it is, and I'm going to move down then, and you can see we have some color filters here so we can detect objects of specific color. We also have the overlap slider here, which allows us to set a percentage value, and that is the amount of the object which must be in the region of interest before the alarm is triggered. So let's then draw the region of interest itself. And if I move over to the right hand side, you'll see we have some drawing tools here. So I have a free draw, I can draw a polygon shape, I can draw a rectangle. I'm just going to draw a rectangle on the table there, and I'm going to go ahead then and save that rule. And you'll see once I click Save, it's going to go up into the Analytics Rules table at the top here. And if I just set something on the table there, you'll see that an object has been detected. And we can tell that by the red hitbox on the scene itself. Okay, so let's create a second rule here. I'm just going to choose the New Rule button, and this time I'm going to choose a Dwell rule. You'll see once I choose Dwell, the fields change slightly. So in addition to getting the color filter and the overlap slider, we also get this dwell time in seconds. So what I can do is set the number of seconds which an object or person must dwell in the region of interest before that rule is activated. So let's just draw our region of interest on the scene again. This time I'm going to draw it on the floor. And then just before I save this rule, I'm just going to give it a name, and I'm going to choose the Save button, and you'll see that it then goes up into the Analytics Rules table with the Object Detection rule. Okay, so let's configure then one more rule. I'm just going to choose New Rule, and this time I'm going to choose Abandoned Removed from this drop down. I'm going to give my rule a name, and you'll see that we have a number of other fields that have opened up there, and these are specific to the Abandoned Removed rule. So we have the amount changed percentage, and that is the amount that the object has changed in the region of interest before the rule is activated. And then we have the within field, and that's a value in seconds, which is how long that change took to occur. We also have our overlap and our color filter again there as well. I'm just going to draw my region of interest on this table, and we can choose the Save button. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to enable on my Video Edge MVR for another camera our edge-based analytics, and we can take a look then at using that camera in Victor to do some smart searching. So first of all, I'm in the Video Edge administration interface. I'm going to go into the advanced camera settings for the camera in question. First of all, I'm going to choose record always with alarms as the record mode, and I'm going to choose edge-based as the video analysis type. And edge-based means that the video analysis is being carried out at the edge or at the camera. I'm just going to choose the Save button to save that. And once that's saved, I'm going to choose the Configure Alarms button here at the top. Now what I need to do is I just need to enable edge-based video intelligence alarms and edge-based video intelligence metadata as well. So I'm just going to choose the edit icon here, and I'm going to change enable to yes and save that. And I'm going to do the same then for the metadata. So let's just choose yes and save. Okay, so now what we're going to do is move over to Victor Unified Client, and we're going to take a look at how Smart Search can search the metadata. So that camera which we just configured metadata on has no rules configured on it at all, but we can still use the video intelligence metadata to get some results using search and retrieve. So let's first of all then right click on the camera, choose search and retrieve, and execute the search wizard, and that will open up the Victor search and retrieve wizard with that camera added in, and there it is. So now what I need to do is select my search type, and we have all of the video intelligence rules there. I'm just going to choose linger, and I'm going to specify how long I want to search for. I'm going to choose last week. We can specify a range there if we wanted to as well. Okay, so I'm going to choose next in this wizard, and here we have our live view from the camera, and I'm just going to draw directly on the scene around the table. That's where I want to search for the linger for, and I'm going to set that linger time. So I'm going to set that at 8 seconds. So what we should see now are the results of any object lingering that area for 8 seconds or greater. So let's choose next. We're going to get a summary of our search parameters, and if I choose finish, that search will then run. And you can see the results at the bottom there. And we have 111 activations of that linger search over the past week. And if I just double click one of those results, the video is going to play back, and you'll see there is the linger with the red box. What I can also do is choose this visualize button, and that's going to open up the Victor Data Visualizer. And this data visualizer is a fully interactive chart which has charted those 111 search results for us. And this chart is fully interactive. So if I just hover over these columns, you can see the number of activations in those days, and I can click on a day and drill down, and I can see the hourly results. I can click on an hour and I can see it by minute. And once I get down to a count of 1, if I click there, we're going to see the search result open up in a video pane.